We are continuing to talk about spiritual growth. I have said several times that spiritual growth is the need of everyone, every belief, not only even Christianity. Whatever your belief is, whatever your belief system is, you need to dig deeper to understand more about that your belief. And some people are believing rubbish because they don't dig deeper to understand the secret, the depth of their belief before they attach themselves to things that are destructive, called religion or called belief. And I thank God Christianity is not a religion. Religion is a way to see God, and Christianity is God coming down by himself to reveal himself to man. Today, I want to talk about benefits of spiritual growth. Jesus is a perfect example to every Christian because he is flawless, no fault. The Bible says he's tempted in every way, but no fault. That's why he's a perfect example. In Luke chapter 2, verse 52, the Bible says, and Jesus increased. That's he grew. He developed. He advanced in wisdom and stature and favor with God and man. That is 4 cardinal points of man's life and 4 cardinal points of development that every Christian, everyone should grow thereby in a 4 cardinal points way. He said Jesus increased in wisdom. Wisdom talks about mentality. Wisdom of God is the Bible say in Ecclesiastes 10:10, say wisdom is profitable to direct. And Proverbs 4:7 say in all you're getting, get wisdom. It say Proverbs 8, it say wisdom is better than rubies, it's better than silver and gold. There's nothing that can be compared with it. It will give you durable riches. In fact, today we are not talking about the characteristics of wisdom, but Jesus developed in wisdom. That's mental development. And this mental development can give you access to so many areas of development. The Bible is a comprehensive book that contains all the subjects. For instance, in Psalm 105, verse 5, it says, he will fill your mouth with good things and your youth will be renewed like eagle. You see, and medically also, medical people encourage people to eat good things for a well-balanced diet and body development. So the Bible contains biology, mathematics, in fact, all the subjects. So when you develop in the wisdom of God, it will give you access to so many subjects of mental development. Jesus in Luke chapter 2, he was taken to the temple with the parents, and they came back without him. He stayed before the doctors of the world and big men in the Lord, listening to their teachings. He developed. Then if Jesus takes time to develop when he was on earth, why will you not increase or grow? Then he said he increased in wisdom, in stature, physical development as a result of, feeding well, and a favor with God. That's spiritual development, and man, social development. So, when you develop socially, Matthew 5:5 says, the meek will inherit the earth. You will not be having problem with people going to police, making trouble here and there, because social development will teach you how to live peaceably with others. Hebrews 12:40 says, follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. So when you developed socially, you will have less problem on earth. Why people, tracasite, according to French people, worry here and there, go to police, problem here and there, is because they lack social development, social growth, and spiritual growth will indeed will give you, will make you to navigate or benefit in other areas of development, be it social development, physical, mental, spiritual development, will give you access to so many other areas, benefits to so many other areas of development. Number 2, bless others. Spiritual development benefit we are talking to, the bless other. When you grow, you will bless others. You will be in the position to be a blessing to others. A baby who have not developed is a dependent. Tree, plant, and water need labor. You water them, you weed till they grow to begin to produce fruit and begin to bless people through their fruit. But at the tender stage, when those plants and trees have not grown, you will be laboring. That tree at that time is depending on the planter. That plant at that time depends on the planter, to water, weed, and do many works before it can begin to grow to produce fruit. You see, John 12:24, it says, except a seed fall down and die, he abideth alone. It's unproductive, but when you fall down and die and begin to grow and bear fruit, it will benefit others. So, in fact, I had a testimony about somebody that left a ministry for 3-4 years. When he came back, when I opened my mouth and began to talk to her, he said, tu es loin maintenant, tu es loin. That's, you have grown, you have far. I say, yes, that is how it's supposed to be. In fact, somebody supposed not to leave you for 1 month or 1 year. When he come back, he still see you in the same mentality, the same way of reasoning, the same, there should be growth. Growth is sweet. Development is good. I love it. Nobody who will be doing business, if the business is not growing, you will be happy that your business is not growing. No pastor will be happy that the members are not growing. Every day they are just baby. God, our creator, is not even happy when you, as a child of God, you are not growing. Your heavenly Father will not be happy. So growth is sweet. It's a need to everyone. You need to grow, desire to grow, so that you will not be a dependent, because somebody that's not growing is a dependent. Number 3, inheritance of the saints. When you grow, one of the benefits of growth is that you enter into the inheritance of the saints. The inheritance cannot be handed to a baby, according to Galatians 4. Say, as long as a child remains a son, remains a child, he's just like a servant. He cannot have inheritance of the father. Nobody will hand him car key to go. You will enter motor, even if there are so many cars parked in the garage, in the parking space. You will still look for taxi. You will still, you because you have not grown. You cannot, the inheritance, even in this Christianity, the Bible talks about full blessings of the gospel, Romans 15:29. You cannot access the full blessings of the gospel if you are not growing. You have not grown as a Christian. God cannot hand the full blessings of the gospel to you. So the inheritance of the saints will be a mirage to you. You'll be seeing others enjoying good health, seeing others, casting out devils, doing great things. You will just be like a Moro. You won't access those things because you have not grown. Number 4, spiritual growth. God will be duplicated in you when you grow. You become twin. John 10:30 say, I and my Father are one. A proof that God is alive. His witness you are. You will become a proof that God is alive through your character, through your developed character. The way you reason, the way you talk, the way you behave. God will replicate himself in you, will duplicate himself in you. Growth will take you to this level that when somebody sees you, he has seen Christ. You see, Jesus says to the people, he who has seen me has seen the Father. Because every behavior, language, reason, everything is one. Number 5, benefit of spiritual growth. Spiritual growth connects you to inner self. Understand your thought pattern. You understand your thought pattern, emotions, actions, and make positive change in your life. That is connected to your inner self. Spiritual growth will connect you to understand very well your level, whom you are. When you begin to grow, you will see yourself. In fact, there was a time in my life I began to say, oh, something I know now, why have I not known it before? Especially when my mother, who loved me, who loved God, who departed, things that I was ignorant of. When knowledge now come, I say, oh God, why I didn't know these things even that time? You will connect to inner self. You will see yourself as you're supposed to see yourself. Growth will make you to see yourself in the way you're supposed to see yourself. You see, there was a time in my life I used to tell my husband some certain things, but he don't used to understand. But now when I hear him talking those things, I say, yes, that is what growth can do. You begin to see things as in the way it's supposed to be seen. Number 6, maturity and self-discipline. Babies act haphazardly, not cultured, coordinated, and mannered in character, reaction, and expressions of emotions. For instance, if a baby is hungry, because I've not grown, it's a baby, it will begin to cry. The thought and reaction and emotion of a child and manner of in accordance with divine expectation is 0. A baby Christian, the reaction, the thought, the actions, the mode, how the person handle temptation self and everything will be haphazard because there's no spiritual growth. But when growth comes, things will automatically change. Number 7, trials and temptation will be handled with understanding heart when you grow. There are things that happen to you in your low-level life and behavior. There are things that happen to you. But you see, when growth comes, when you begin to grow, when you begin to grow, things will automatically take a different shape when you begin to grow. The way you handle trial and temptation will be quite different. It will be different. The way you handle trials and temptations will be different when growth comes. Things that make you to cry, things that make you to feel as if God has forgotten you or the whole world is upon you, you will say that those temptations are common among men. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says there's no temptation that have come to you that is not common among men. In every temptation, God will make a way for you. Imagine Peter in Acts chapter 12. He was beaten, put into prison. He went and began to sleep. Who will sleep in such condition? That is a baby Christian. The person will be crying, blaming God. I am doing your work, oh God. Why do you allow them to take me to prison? Why, God? Why, God? Oh, Jesus, you are weak. You are not a good shepherd. But Peter didn't do it. Sleeping when he was beaten, blood oozing, in such a critical condition. Like Jesus, when there was a storm in the boat in Mark 4, the Bible says he went and lied down on the pillow and fast asleep in the midst of a heavy storm. It's an understanding that trial and temptation is to the glory of God, that God will never leave his own or abandon his own. He said, I will never leave you nor abandon you. So please continue with me as we continue in this series. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Continue.